So basically for these snatch drills, all you'll need is a PVC pipe and the red band. I put it somewhere thigh height, somewhere in here. You don't want it too high, but you're just gonna thread it through the center of the PVC pipe. And this is just gonna create tension, so athletes have to really focus on using their lats to keep the bar close to their body, right? Because if I'm relaxed, I got the bar out here now, and we got slack in that band. We wanna keep everything nice and tight. You're gonna teach athletes, work that hook grip. So take those 2 fingers. I have my snatch grip. That bar is gonna start in my hips, feet are under my hips. And the first thing I like to do is to warm up, right? Because I'm holding this, I have that tension. Core is tight. I'm gonna work on that no dip, upright row. So finishing in that scarecrow position, my knuckles are staying down. I'm keeping that hook grip. I'll get a set of 10. I like to pause. Right there, my knuckles stay down. Elbows are high and outside. I haven't actually turned over yet. So I always like to start with that. Once that makes sense to the athletes, and I'm thinking about brushing up that shirt, I add in that dip. So I'll tell athletes to dip. I'll have them pause in that position. So my chest stays up. My foot is entirely flat on the ground. And then when I say go, I'll have them work that explosive hip drive following that upright row, that high pull. And I like to do these together with the class. That's up to you how you want to have them do it. I'll say dip, go, dip, go. Once athletes are going well with that, have them relax. So even just from holding that, I feel it in my lats. So I'm doing it right. You'll regain that tension. And then I just have them practicing that hang. So you can keep that dip initiation point right here. Hips go down. Then I'm gonna say hinge. My hips go back. I'm sliding that bar down. Think about pushing my knees out. My knuckles are still turned over like this, right? So I keep my lats engaged, eyes are forward, and then I'll tell them to scoop, back up, do a few of those, dip, hinge into that scoop. That bar is not leaving my body that whole time. Once that's going well, we can add in that dip, hinge, and I'll tell them to go. But when I say go, I want you to think about fast on the way up with that high pull. Dip, hinge, go. Okay, and the last thing, since we have stuff from the floor today, those pulls, you're gonna think about same thing. We dip, we hinge, then you're gonna tell athletes to drop those chests and the hips simultaneously, so you end up in this mid-shin position. And then I like to slowly kind of bring them up piece by piece. I tell them to lift, so that initial lift off, chest and hips rise together in that lift off to right above the knees. Then we can scoop, bring the hips low and forward. So I had them do a few reps of that. Dip, hinge, drop the chest and hips, lift, scoop, and then we can put that all together here. We go down to mid-shin and finish with that whole pull, okay? If you don't want to make it a high pull, because today it's just pulls, you can have them just go here, and we're just working that shrug, okay? But we're still looking for that full extension here, up, pull, okay? If they have the ability to do the high pull, I like adding that in, but today it just said pulls, so technically that pull would just be from here. But I like to add a little bit of an elbow then if I can, depending on the weight of the load.